Now we wait. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? This probably was a mistake to do a live stream at the same minute my video goes live because it's probably going to kill my numbers for the first couple hours. But that's the way it goes. You can go back and watch that then. Hello, Maria. Hello, Jeff. How you doing? Hi, Yvonne. Hi, Tina. Just watching the video from today. Yeah, like I said, it was probably a mistake to put that on, do live stream at the same time, but that's okay. You can go back and watch that, right? There, now everybody's starting to come on here. We got 38 people already. Yeah, I got the new shirt from Merch 5. Unfortunately, they're not going to be in a lot of these right now, but we're going to make some more of them at some point here. Jordan and I kind of got to get together and figure out, who's going to be the new T-shirt vendor for us. But right now, there's 3 of them. And I love the shirt. It's really looks cool. So. Thanks. Yeah, I had a lot of fun on the rock wall. It was interesting. I figured I'd make it all the way to the top, but they had like an easy, kind of a medium, then like a hard one, and I chose the hard one because I've done some rock climbing before. And the issue there is it just as you get closer and closer to the top, the hand and the footholds just got less and less easy to work with. A lot of times it's like there's like a little hook that you can grab onto, but when you get close to the top, there was no hook. It was just kind of a round thing you had to grab onto. So yeah, I don't know. I'm pleased with how I made it. I made it, like I said, I made it about 80-90% of the way. So that was pretty good. And there were a couple points that I made it past that were a little bit more challenging than I thought. Took a couple of attempts to get past. So yeah, a lot of people wouldn't be able to do that because they don't like the heights. But I've done it before, and I have a healthy respect for heights, but no, not an irrational fear of it or anything. Yeah, I'm in my parents' family room, so yeah, a lot of interesting stuff in the background. Oh wow, thanks Jim. That's really generous of you. Appreciate it. Starting off on the super chats already. That's quick. Thank you so much. When I'm done with the pods, I should do a Flash t-shirt. Yeah, Flash being a superhero. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. I'm actually thinking about wearing this shirt when I unload the pod just to kind of make a statement. And I appreciate it, Jim. That was really generous of you. Thank you. Oh, thank you too, Gene. That's really generous of you too. Also, thank you so much. And you too, Maria. Thank you so much. That's really nice. For my next adventure, I'll definitely use that. Show us my dad's toolbox. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to create toolbox envy here. Wow, thank you, Janet. That's really generous. I love you. I love that you love my vlogs. It's great that you like them and are enjoying what I do. Now I see Sluggo stopped in. See what shirt I'm wearing, Sluggo? Thank you, Lisa. That's really nice of you. Appreciate it so much. Got to wait and see if Jordan's going to pop on. I told him I was going to do this, so he should be here pretty quick if he isn't already. He may just be lurking in the background. I can assure you he's not going to pop out behind me like on yesterday's video. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing the vlogs too. I never would have imagined that I would have gotten this far into it. I'm almost up to like 70 or 80 videos or something like that. I never would have imagined it would go this far. But you know, it's just kind of all kind of worked out really well. And Jordan's given me really great advice, and you guys have given me really fantastic feedback, and it just makes it really easy to keep doing it. And I've kind of learned what Jordan learned too, is that, you know, as you get into this, do this more and more, you kind of get to the point where you get more ideas as you're going along, and yeah, you know, so you know, it's easier and easier to find things to vlog each day. I decided today that I was gonna. Well, actually, I decided a couple days ago I was gonna do a little bit of you know, researching of the schools I went to when I was in you know, when I was in elementary and junior and high school. So that actually turned into 3 vlogs, which was really amazing. So I've got my vlogs done for the next 3 days now. Wow, thanks, Laura. I appreciate that so much. That's really nice of you. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to show up, Rachel. That is maybe the advantage of doing a live stream right when my videos go live every day, is maybe more people are looking in. I always take a lot of pride when I see that I'm like 2 or 3 minutes in and I already got like 20 or 30 views on it. So yeah, I guess I appreciate that you all stop in every day and you know, right at 6 o'clock and are ready to go. Did I bring my snazzy slippers with me? Yes, I specifically put them on because I knew somebody would ask. So yes, I am wearing my slippers. Actually, right before I started the vlog, I said, okay, got to get out of the shoes and get into the slippers because I knew somebody would ask. Yeah, I always think the same thing, Jane, when I say the word hygiene, because I think it means something else. I also have a boss at work whose name is Jack, and I have the same thing. I have the same concern there when I say hijack, because I think, okay, that's something I don't want to say at an airport. How's my dad doing? He's definitely on the mend. He's still in the hospital, but they're thinking now he might get to come home tomorrow or at least on Wednesday. At this point, it looks like I'm going to go back to Texas on Wednesday because at that point my sister's coming back from her vacation and she's going to kind of be able to come down here and just kind of pick up the slack a little bit. And in the meantime, my friend Beth and her father John both live real close by, so in a pinch they can stop by and you know, check on things if there's a problem. Where are Bite and Nibble? Bite and Nibble are staying at home right now. They're you know, they're really independent. There's been a lot of times that I've just left them alone, and I can usually leave them alone for a week or 10 days, and they're fine. As long as I leave them enough food, enough water, and get all that taken care of, you know, they'll be fine. They're very independent, and I think they actually prefer it when I'm not around. So they did do the scope on my father. I guess they found some holes in like his intestines, and so they're a little concerned about that. But I think if they just leave it alone, they're gonna just leave it. They'll be able to, you know, that they'll all just heal up on their own. So I think all he really needs right now is time. But we're hoping he's going to be home tomorrow or the next day. Wow, thanks, Heinz. That's really generous of you. Appreciate it. Kitty litter too. Yeah, I got to have plenty of kitty litter, but they do fine on that. Do I have any plans for the 4th of July? Not at this point. Fireworks are a lot more legal in Texas, but if I'm coming back like, you know, on the 3rd in the evening, it's probably not going to leave a lot of time to do it. Plus the fact it's been suggested to me that I probably won't be able to lay off fireworks like in the city Waco proper. I'd have to like go to the outskirts. So maybe we'll have to, you know, wait until next year when I have a house, because, you know, we'll get something a little bit further away from the town, so I don't have to worry about that so much. Wow, 10 minutes in, I already have 102 viewers. That's amazing. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. Candidate, yeah, that's right. It's Candidate Day today, isn't it? What Christmas movies are you watching, Gene? It's a little out of season, but you watching Jordan's movie? That's a good one. I highly recommend that. When am I planning on being back in California? Well, I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, now I see Jordan stopped in. Yeah, we'll have to see when we come back to California. Who knows? Maybe there'll be another medical emergency. But other than that, probably around Thanksgiving or Christmas or something like that. Is that what they do? Is it Christmas movies in July on Hallmark Channel? I guess that makes sense. Yeah. Jordan got a shirt too, John. So yeah, there's only three of them out there. You got one, Jordan has one, and I have one, and that's all there's going to be, at least for the time being, until we get a new shirt manufacturer. Wow, thank you, Jeff. Yeah, it actually turns out that's what that hat I bought last night cost was it was $9.99. So that's perfect. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you. Collector's edition. Jordan's saying the collector's edition. I assume he means the T-shirt because it's like one of three. And actually, John got his first because he's right there in Texas, so it wasn't a long shipping from El Paso to him. And then, honestly, Jordan got his second. I didn't actually get mine until yesterday, so I can't see with the shirt. This is the one that I posted on my vlog a couple weeks ago. It's the Texas Pods Massacre shirt that John made for us. It's based on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and it has me going at one of the pods with a chainsaw. So I really love the idea, and that just got me going with John. He also did that new image that I have at the front of all my videos now. We'll definitely get some of these online though for the rest of you, so you can get some too, because it's too cool of a shirt to let it go. Yeah, that's maybe not a bad idea, John. There were people at the beginning who said that on the back of the shirt I should print "That's not how it's done," but I don't know if I'm going to do that. Just it's because it's kind of the mixing of the themes here. We have some ideas for a "That's not how it's done" shirt, and we may do that, but I don't want to kind of mix this because this is a pods theme, and it wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to do it the other way. But yeah, I mean, I suppose we could put the mouse on the shirt. Maybe that's something for John to think about here. Something that says like "That's not how it's done" over the top, and then that scary image of the mouse underneath it that he created. That seems like that would be an easy one to whip up. Getting a bunch more people now. We're up to 122. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I knew that when I put Jordan on the camera when I climbed that wall that I told him right then, yeah, feel free to comment any way you want because I knew whatever he came up would be golden. And yeah, it was. His comments are always amazing. So, hello, Becky. How are you? Well, my mom's in the other room right now eating her dinner, so she gets to see me all the time. But I have actually heard that my father is gonna maybe watch this live stream. So he doesn't have a YouTube account, so he can't like comment or anything like that. But I think he said he was gonna watch, so I'm assuming he's out there. Hey, Father, how you doing? Is it any cooler here than in there than in Texas? Yes, it definitely. It's about 10 degrees cooler, and we got the nice kind of cool ocean breeze coming off here. So, but it's like in the low 80s here right now. And it's like, I think it's 90 or 95 in Texas right now. So probably a little cooling off now because it's starting to get dark. It's a little after 8 there, but yeah, it was fun to see Jordan and Jaw again. I didn't put Jaw on the video; it just didn't work out. But you know, I got a lot of time to spend with Jaw, and Jaw's a lot of fun. Yeah, Meow Wolf was great in New Mexico. We had a lot of fun. I was totally blown away by how great that was. Jordan kind of described what it was, and it's like, okay, well, that sounds interesting. Let's try it. But you had no idea what it was until you actually get into it, and it's like that place is just amazing. Everybody should check that out because it's something you can spend like 2 hours in and see all sorts of fun stuff. Right. I don't know if my father is seeing the comments, but a lot of people are saying they hope you feel better, Dad. So if you aren't seeing the comments, I'll at least speak for you here. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get have this shirt online at some point. We got to find a new t-shirt vendor, and once we do that, we'll definitely have this one. And like I said, maybe we'll do something else too. Maybe we'll do a "That's Not How It's Done" shirt or something like that. The guy who designed this image is online right now. He's watching, so maybe he's taking notes. Am I concerned that the cats will eat all the soup I made? No, because they don't know how to open the freezer or use the microwave. Having a heat wave in Georgia, you need rain. Well, this is kind of the season you get it. So I don't know. One of the things I've discovered about Texas is that the rain doesn't always cool things off. It helps a little bit, but then the sun comes out and it just becomes hot and humid again. That's all the rain seems to do is recharge the humidity. Who's taking care of the kitties? Right now, they're kind of taking care of themselves. I've left them alone for like a week or 10 days many times in the past, and they just seem to do fine. On their own, as long as you leave them enough food and enough water. I think they actually prefer me not being there. I think they think of it as their house, and I'm just kind of the intruder. So yeah, it sounds like Jordan, you're going to have to block yourself. Do I look thinner? I don't know. Maybe I'll just turn sideways like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've lost any weight. We just got done having dinner. I made my mom salmon and corn on the cob again. She loves my salmon, and I bought we got a big fillet of salmon a few days ago, and they we just wanted to finish it up because don't want to leave a whole bunch of food behind. Jordan said people are probably tired of watching me fix things all day. Yeah, who knows? Maybe. Yeah, the salmon it's really simple. What I do is it's 50% lemon juice, 50% olive oil, and then I blend in some uh, rosemary just for flavor and a little salt and pepper, and I just put it on the grill and cook it for a while, and it's really good. What's my favorite salmon recipe? I basically just gave it to you. Lemon juice, olive oil, rosemary, and I use fresh rosemary, and then salt and pepper, and just put it on the grill for a while. It's really good, very tasty. My mom just said, "Yes, it is." I don't know if you can hear her. How many servings are each container? Probably 3 or 4. So, yeah, there were 4 of them there. So, I'll get 10 or 15 meals out of that. And that's perfect because, I don't think I spent any more than 20 minutes or $20 on the whole thing. The most expensive thing is the rice. That's like $8 a pound or something like that. But the the chicken, that's just what that is, and then the mushroom soup, that's 20 or 30 cents a can, and salt and pepper, that's nothing. Did I go visit Disney? No, but actually, I've been thinking while I'm here that I probably need to go actually finish things up with Disney. So I think tomorrow I'm going to probably go in and give them my final goodbye. Let them know that I won't be back. I don't even really want to talk to my direct bosses. I think I'm just going to go to HR and just resign there. I'm sure they're going to ask, "Oh, what's the problem?" It's like, I'm sure you've heard the same thing from a million other people. If you didn't get the message from them, you're not going to get it from me either. Do I like to cook? Yeah, somewhat. It's more of a necessity. I don't like spending a lot of money going out to eat every night, and it's so much easier to cook yourself, and then you know what you're getting, and you know that it's done right, and all that fun stuff. Yeah, that's funny about the do-it-yourself videos. I never envisioned when we started this blog that it was going to turn into that. I honestly wondered once I got to Texas what I was going to have to talk about. So, moving into that apartment was actually kind of a godsend because I don't think this blog would have been anything that it is if if that place wasn't such a disaster. Yeah, that's good. I'm glad people like the cooking videos. I got a couple more recipes I'm going to try at some point. We'll see what happens. Wow, thank you, Sandy. That's really generous of you. I appreciate that so much. Hmm. You like the sinkhole adventure, huh? Yeah, that was kind of weird. I wish I could have gotten closer to that, but that was all kind of barricaded out. So all I could do is get a shot from that from a distance, and fortunately, I was able to get some satellite images of it and put that in there so you could at least see what I was looking for. Oh, we got visitors from Australia now. Good day, mate. Yeah, there definitely going to be some more cooking shows. My mom makes a lasagna that I've become a big, huge fan of. It's always kind of become my benchmark at some point. Who knows? Another beautiful thing about lasagna is it's one of those things that you can cook a lot of it, then you put it in the freezer, and once again you get a lot of you get a whole bunch of meals out of it, and it's real tasty and really fulfilling and all that. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, it was weird that YouTube chose to demonetize my Memorial Day vlog, but the truth is, I went and complained to them about it, and I guess they looked at it and they it's monetized now. So I don't know. I think a lot of what YouTube does is based on just computer algorithms, and sometimes the algorithms pick out weird things. So who knows? And it might have just been some person abusing their authority that demonetized the video, and then somebody else looked at it and said, "Wait, that shouldn't have happened." Who knows? Yeah, see, I think you're right, John. It is all about the algorithm because there's way too much stuff going on there. But a lot of times, I think you get somebody that doesn't like Memorial Day or hates the troops or something like that, and they complain, and they find some like-minded person there, and one person goes and demonetizes it, and then you complain about it, and somebody comes in and looks, and oh yeah, that probably shouldn't have been demonetized. It maybe looks bad for a company that has a whole bunch of black eyes already. Gene is having Taco Bell. Yeah, I like Taco Bell a lot too. Taco Bell's good. That's one of the few fast food places I'll go to. Wow, we're 25 minutes into this and no trolls yet. That's a good sign. Yeah, I've never really been one for collecting unemployment. I know you technically pay for it and all that, but I think that's part of the problem with what's going on here. We make it too easy to be unemployed, and I don't want to be part of the problem. Am I going to go buy fireworks? I don't know at this point because I'm going to be back on the 3rd. I don't know if there's going to be enough time to do it, and I've heard it suggested that you really can't do any of the good fireworks in the city proper of Waco. You have to kind of get out of the city limits to do that. And I guess I can understand why that is. You don't want to be lighting off fireworks around people's houses and stuff like that, where you could start a fire or something like that. But I don't know. I love fireworks so much, so we'll do something. You asked Jordan. I used to make these things out of I'd go buy Piccolo Pete's and I'd tape a whole bunch of them together and get a bundle of them like this big around with like 1,000 of them in and set them all off. I'll probably include one of those videos for you on the 4th of July. What are my hobbies? Well, I'm a bit of a computer nerd, as you probably figured out a little bit. I like doing fix up projects. I do some woodwork. I haven't really shown you a whole lot of that, but you probably won't see a whole lot of that from me until I get into my own house because, most of my tools of mass destruction are in the storage locker right now. So, but, I am ready to start doing some things. And some of the things that I've made at home have gotten a little bit of damage from shipping and all that. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of work when I get in. But we'll figure it out at some point. Do the fireworks bother the cats? No, not really. They don't really worry too much about it. I think it's dogs that are more concerned about that. I think their ears are more sensitive. Yeah, the pond at the old house was really nice. It's just I don't know if I'd do that again. It was so much work to keep it up because if you don't stay on top of it every day, and I couldn't really do that. Um, it gets out of control really fast. Who's watching the cats? Nobody's watching the cats right now. They're just kind of on their own. They're very independent. So what I just do is, leave them plenty of food, leave them plenty of water, make sure the doors are all propped open, and you know they do fine. I've left them alone for a week or 10 days before, and I try and make it interesting for them. I don't just put the food in one area. I like hide it all over the house. So they go looking for it, and it's like, oh, there's food here. Oh, there's food over there. Let's go check out that. So I'm sure they're very very happy without me right now. Yeah, I do some gardening too. So yeah, you'll probably once I get into a house on my own and don't have a postage stamp size backyard, I'll probably do some of my own landscaping and stuff like that. I enjoy doing that too. I don't know if they're accepting the shelves yet, if the cats are accepting the shelves yet, because I left so quickly after I got that thing built. You remember, I built the shelves, and then the next day I did the soup, and then right in the middle of the soup, I found out that I had to come back. So actually, it's probably the best thing that could happen for them in terms of them getting used to the shelves because now they can explore them and kind of figure out what's going on. On their own without having me around, and that'll hopefully make them a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more used to them by the time I get back. Yeah, I know you're probably right. The cats are probably living it up right now. I should probably have left a camera there just to keep track of what they're doing because I'm sure they're partying every night, and you know how it is. 158 people now. That's cool. Yeah, yeah. My father had a sailboat when he was younger, and so he's really into the nautical stuff. So yeah, it's all over the house. But it's really, really thick out here in the family room. He's also got like his own study, and it's really thick in there too. Yeah, I bet you're right, Karen. I'm a little uncomfortable with walking around with my own face on a t-shirt. Jordan's a little bit more comfortable with that. So I don't know how much I'll do it. I've got the two shirts that Jordan the Lion has that have my face on it. The one with me and him in the spaceship, and the Texas one. And honestly, I don't wear them a whole lot that because for that reason, and probably won't wear this one a whole lot either. Although this one, you could maybe at least escape, the idea that it is me, because who knows, I'm kind of scowling there and all that. Jordan was telling me yesterday that someone had seen him walking around with my shirt, and had to stop and stare at it and stared at it for a minute and looked at it, and then just started busting out laughing. So I thought that was really funny. Yeah, I really like the shirt. The shirt is really cool. There's only three of them right now. I have one, Jordan has one, and the artist who created the image, John, who's on here as Sluggo. You'll see him pop up from time to time. He has one. But at some point, we're gonna get a new T-shirt vendor, and then we'll put that image on there, and we'll start selling those, and then you can have one. I hope they turn out as good as I hope they turn out as good as this one. Yeah, you're right, John. The glasses, it's like I'm like Clark Kent right now. You can't recognize me. It's like, oh yeah, it is him. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Jordan's correct. The picture of me is a picture of me posing with Lou Ferrigno about a year ago when Jordan and I went to Las Vegas and visited the Gold and Silver Pawn Shop where they shoot the TV show Pawn Stars. And it just turned out that Lou Ferrigno was there because he was selling a bunch of Hulk material or memorabilia to the pawn shop, and so he came over to this bar across the street, and uh, that was where we met him. And Jordan actually took that picture, but it's okay. That picture of Jordan and Jaw in front of the Hollywood sign that's on a lot of his T-shirts. Yeah, I shot that picture, so I get a photo credit on that one too. I don't know about doing travel videos. Like I said, my vlog kind of goes off in a different direction than Jordan's is, and I don't just want to copy what Jordan is. So what Jordan's doing. It's I want to kind of do my own thing, and that's kind of what I think makes it interesting. Do I sing? Not to the way anyone would want to hear. You want the singer. The singer is Jordan. He's the one that's got the voice. Yeah, yeah, I've done karaoke, and you're right. I can only do that when I'm drunk, and I'm not drunk right now. So, yeah, we're not going to do that. Yeah, Jordan is a terrific singer. It was too bad that his band Candyland Riots didn't make it because it should have. It was a really great band. Do I play guitar? No, I don't. I have a couple guitars, but they're mostly just decoration on the wall. Who made the model boats behind me? I think they were purchased already assembled. Yeah, my father had a sailboat when he was younger, and so he's very into nautical stuff. And so, as you can see, this whole room is decorated with kind of a nautical theme. Yeah, you don't even see half of it. Yeah, Lou Ferrigno was a really nice guy, and I've heard that too about, a lot of people say the same thing. He's just a really nice, friendly, he was very very easy to get. You just walk up to him and say, "Hey, can I pose for the picture with you?" And yeah, yeah, sure. So yeah, it was a lot of fun to meet him. Who's my favorite star? That's hard to say. I think if there was one person I could meet, I'd love to meet Bill Murray. I've seen everything I've ever seen him in. He's just been fantastic in. But I've also heard he's not very friendly, with fans and private life. So I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't mind meeting Bill Murray. Bill Murray's great. Yeah, that's right, Jordan. Because that was the thing. The bar. I guess Rick owns the bar now because he kind of bought a big part of that, the center where his pawn store is in, and so that night when Lou Ferrigno was there, Rick was actually at the bar serving drinks. In fact, I got him. He actually made my drink for me that night, so that was cool. Yeah, Jeffrey Combs, that's another guy I really like too. He was in the original Reanimator, and he's also done a bunch of reoccurring roles on some of the Star Trek spin-offs I like. And we got to meet him once too. That was a lot of fun. Uh, he was doing a one-man show in Hollywood, doing what's his name? Sorry, I locked on his name. Edgar Allan Poe. Thanks. I knew Jordan would pop in. He knew who it was. Yeah, he was doing a one man Edgar Allan Poe show, and just it was really great. We got to see him, and then he was there afterwards. And I actually brought my Laserdisc copy of Reanimator with me and had him autograph it at the end. And yeah, that was really cool. I have that hanging up in my well, I will have it hanging up in my new house. I had it hanging up in the old house. Yeah, Jordan has a great memory on things like that. Well, a lot of times we kind of like he'll lock up on something and I'll remember, or I'll lock up on something and he'll remember. So yeah, we just kind of bounce off each other. Yeah, I never really saw Frighteners, but like I said, I'm a huge Star Trek nerd, and he's played a bunch of different roles on there. In fact, I think Jeffrey is the only person in any of the Star Trek spinoffs to actually play two different characters in the same episode. I mean, yeah, you've had people, you've had William Shatner play. He was, yeah, I've thought about having opening music on my videos, but haven't really found anything yet that seems appropriate. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm just gonna leave it silent for a while until something comes, and it's got to be something that one I like as a music, and two that isn't going to give me like a copyright hit. Because that's a real serious concern when you're doing something like this. That was actually the reason I kind of got rid of that original mouse image, because there's too much of a risk of a copyright issue. Yeah, it may be Eugene. It might also be me. But that's one of the things. One of the things I've noticed with my internet connection here on my dad's Wi-Fi is that some reason every once in a while I just drop the connection. And I'll look down at the little Wi-Fi signal on the screen, and it's just gone out. So I don't know. I hope that doesn't happen today. I don't usually have problems. I don't usually have a problem at my own house, but I've been really happy with the internet connection there too. I got a really good connection. That's like one of the few things that's just top rate in my new place is that the internet just rocks. Oh, that's cool, John. I'm glad your dad and your brother are watching. That's get them to say hi if they're signed on. Yeah, John's dad and brother. John did this. This is his work. So yeah, he's my new graphic artist, and as long as he'll keep doing it, I'll keep you doing his stuff here. It's been a good relationship that we fostered here. Yeah, I like the new mouse too. When John first showed that to me, I looked at that and I laughed. It's like, oh man, that's awesome. In fact, I forwarded it off to Jordan immediately and asked what he thought, and he said, oh yeah, he loves it too. And Jordan came up with the idea of adding the cowboy hat, and I thought that was funny too. When I was talking about Captain Kirk, I was actually talking about Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Combs is, I think, the only person on any of the Star Trek series TV shows that actually played two different characters in the same episode. And I was commenting about how William Shatner had played, good Kirk and evil Kirk. But I mean, Jeffrey Combs actually played two different people, not just two different sides of the same person. So that was where that was all you missed there. Yeah, you're probably right. Alone, the Life of Poe. That's probably. I've got the flyer at home, but yeah, I really like the new mouse. The new mouse image. It's just good to have one that I don't have to worry about copyright issues now because I know where it came from and I know I know what the source is and I can trace it back there and so that's a good thing to have. It's nice to know that I don't have to worry about that anymore. Because the original image, it was just something I found online. Because when I started doing this, I didn't know that it was going to become as big as it did. I never imagined that in 2 months I'd have 2,400 subscribers. And at that point, it just said, okay, I'm just risking this. Plus, and I was talking to Jordan about this yesterday. Basically, the only difference between the image I was using and the actual official copyright image of Mickey was the teeth. And so, it might not even be the person who created the original image that would be the problem. Yeah, it's like John's saying here, it could be Disney that's visiting me, and I don't want to deal with that. So it was just time to end that. And like I said, I love the new image way better. John was telling me he was concerned that he was going a little too far and that it might be a little too scary, a little too dark. And I said, no, that's not going to be a problem. I love the fact that you go dark. Yeah, Margaret, I understand completely because I'm a total introvert too, and I don't, this is the last thing I would have ever imagined started, doing on my own here, because the idea of getting in front of a camera and talking to hundreds or thousands of people, I'm just not into that. So it was just a freak thing that it all happened. It was just a bunch of things that all worked together, and basically the main thing that worked together was Jordan's just terrific advice. I mean, none of this would be happening if it wasn't for him. He was the one that originally suggested I should start doing this. He was the one that said, "Okay, yeah, you can advertise it on the Facebook page," and that was how I got my first viewers. And then he did a live stream, and when I was like inches away from the 1,000 subscriber mark, and within like 2 hours, we went from like 995 subscribers to like 1,600 subscribers, and less than 24 hours later, we doubled the subscribers. And it's just every major step forward. It's been because Jordan got there and pushed. None of you would have even looked at me if it wasn't for him. So I acknowledge that. Yeah, you're right, Janet. It does get a little easier with time. And it was one of the things I heard from Jordan too, that he said that, at the beginning, it was a little bit of a challenge to find something to do every day. But as you do it more and more, you start thinking, hey, I could do this as a vlog. I could do that as a vlog. The whole idea of, hitting my schools, that was just something I just started thinking about a couple of days ago. What could I do? Well, I'm in California. This is where I grew up. I should, do something like that and see what happens. And then I went out today and did it. And I came back and I had like 35 or 37 minutes of content. And it's like, wow, that's not one vlog. That's like 3 vlogs. So it's cool. I'm actually going to get a couple days off now because I don't actually have to do anything now until the 4th. Although I might do another one. Just I actually do kind of like I agree with Jordan. It's nice to be a little bit ahead of the game so that you can take a day off if you have to and not have to miss doing a have a video not go up because it's like you didn't feel it, you didn't do one or couldn't do one or whatever it was, the timing didn't work out or there was some sort of a technical glitch or there's always a million things that can affect you on these. So hey, if you don't promote yourself, who will? Well, right now it seems that Jordan's promoting me, so I got that good. I got that going good. Yeah, I think John's right. I kind of got my what I have is kind of a dry humor, and I think that comes from the fact that I watch a lot of Monty Python and stuff like that, and so that was the hardest thing for me. I've always had kind of a sense of humor, but my jokes always kind of fell flat because the worst thing I could do is just laugh at my own jokes, and I don't know, that just seems really pathetic. So yeah, that's 2 strikes. Sorry, man. You're doing weird. When you start posting weird stuff like that, it's like I'm gone. Yeah, or you're gone. Yeah. I kind of wish I had started it too, right when I started probably like last October when I finally made the decision I was going to move. Actually, the decision to move actually started about last summer. I actually made the decision to do it, and yeah, Jordan's right. It would have been so much more interesting if I hadn't started in the middle of the process. But it's okay. We are where we are now. So how's Flash? I saw Flash just this morning. She's doing fine. She was just kind of chilling out under the barbecue. Uh, she's probably gone and hidden somewhere now for the night. Yeah, I know. Maybe it isn't pathetic to laugh at your own jokes, but it always bugged me, and I wouldn't want to, you know, I don't know. It doesn't work for me. So it took me a long time to get to the point where, it took me a long time to get to the point where I could stop doing that, and I think I've finally gotten to that point. Is my dad a humorous person? He's developed a sense of humor recently. He was a little bit more, down to business when he was younger, but Yeah, he's got a kind of a twisted sense of humor too. I'm sure that's probably where I got it. You know, how long it took me to come up with a name for Flash. Yeah, I had her for so long and didn't come up with a name. And it was only recently, and I figured, what's the most ironic name you could come up with a tortoise? And said, yeah, well, how about Flash? And it just kind of stuck. Have I ever mentioned what my dad did for work? I don't know. I probably haven't. My my father used, well, when I was young, my father worked at McDonnell Douglas on lanes, and I guess about when I was in junior high or early high school or something, he transferred over to Northrop and spent the rest of his career working on the B-2 stealth bomber. So in addition to all the nautical stuff that you see behind me and like what's in his office, there's also a bunch of like B-2 bomber memorabilia. In fact, I got a lot of cool stuff too. He'd bring home like a lot of really cool promotional things. For a long time, we didn't even know what he did. We knew he worked for Northrop, and so we knew it was airplanes or something, but didn't really know what specific, because it was such a secret project at the time when he first started working on it that we didn't know. So when the project was finally made public, it was very exciting to find out about that. And I got all sorts of cool photos and promotional items and stuff like that. Maybe I'll show that at some point. A lot of that got packed up when I moved, and it's probably still in the storage locker or maybe in the other pod. I'm doing fine. I just got done doing my vlogs on the schools I went to when I was young, and I actually planned on it just being one vlog, and it turned into three. So that was kind of cool. I could take a couple days off here. Like I said, tomorrow I think I want to go into Disney and actually finish things up with them. They may not be professional and they may treat their people like garbage, but I guess I kind of feel a little responsibility to be the adult in the room, even if they aren't. Did I have an interest in planes at all? Not really. Okay, I'm getting information that my internet connection is going unstable. So if I do lose you, stand by. I'll reboot and reconnect, and we'll start up again. But so far, it looks like it's going. The internet, they're trying to reconnect. So if it happens, let's see what happens. But right now, the little Wi-Fi signal hasn't gone away. So let's see what happens. Does Disney have an underground? There are a couple of tunnels under Disneyland, but my understanding is if you really are interested in the underground, that it's a Disney ground level on there is all underground, so you can get basically anywhere. I only know of a couple tunnels under Disneyland. No, it sounds to me like Adam's moving away. Actually, he's going down to Orange County now, I guess. I saw a vlog that he posted yesterday. He's moving away from LA or away from Hollywood and going back to Orange County again. So that's weird. Oh, I have to admit, Bite and Nibble don't have 1/10 the personality that Jaw has. How did I first start at Disney? Well, I lost the job I had before that. Basically, the company just went out of business, and so I just started looking around. And I thought, well, Disney sounds like maybe something that I could Disney sounds like something maybe I could grow into. It didn't actually turn out that way. Is everyone frozen up right now? Is anyone seeing me? Because right now it looks like I'm okay, but everyone's saying they're having buffering problems or something like that. Terry, I'll give you the same advice Jordan gave to me. The best thing that I ever did with vlogging is when I started doing it every day, because it gives people something to look into, even if it's just you coming on, a little bit and just talking about whatever's happening in your day. Um, it brings people back. If you don't do it all the time, if you don't do it on a daily basis, people kind of forget about you. And so, yeah, that was the best. That was really, well, that was one of. Okay, so it sounds like a lot of people are having problems with the stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut down briefly, and we'll start up again in just a minute. I'm going to reboot my computer, and let's see if that fixes it. I'll be back in like 1 or 2 minutes. So let's try that, okay? I'll talk to you in a few.